Good morning and welcome all to this session on Power BI by Mr. or Professor Suraj Shetty. He carries vast experience in the area of field of machine learning, and he has been working and he is currently working as a corporate trainer in one of the IT companies, which specializes in artificial intelligence, generative AI, machine learning, and mostly his role involves around training the professionals at various levels. Those include freshers to senior management across diverse industry group. He has excelled in creating comprehensive training content and tailored and customized according to the client's need, which includes practicals, assignments, labs, evaluation process, etc. Beyond training, he has also indulged in strategic solutions to some of the clients which are more keen on implementing AI and generative AI technologies to enhance the business operations of their organization. His expertise lies mainly in bridging the gap between the theoretical knowledge and the practical application of the students, professionals, and the other people who want to enter into the artificial intelligence, machine learning domain. He carries more than 10 years of experience. He is a master's in technology, and he's a well-known personality in the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. I welcome Suraj sir to this session, and he will be the person who will guide you and who will train you and who will share all the details which would require by an individual, by an engineer to create valuable dashboards, interactive dashboards, and meaningful dashboards in the job, outside the job, professional work, etc. And all. I once again welcome all and good morning all, and I would hand over the proceedings to Suraj sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for these warm words. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Yeah. So, in this two session, we are going to learn about what is mean by visualization, how we can make the attractive visualization, what are the some basic rules when we have to consider the visualization, what is the exact output we are expecting or any industry is expecting from that visualization, and how we can make an interactive
Sir,
dashboard. Because
initially for 5 minutes or 2 minutes, you can share your video so that the students come to know and then you can visualize, and then later on you can pause it.
sorry sir, can you repeat once? Yeah. So let me share my screen. Once my screen is visible, please let me know. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Yeah, so friends, we are going to learn about what is meant by data visualization, and different tools are available. We are going to see some animations. I will show you. That means how we can make a attractive dashboard. What are the tools associated with that, and which type of rules we have to consider, because at the end of the day, the client is expecting what is the result from that dashboard, how we can read that dashboard, and how we can find out the meaningful information from that dashboard. So our session is data visualization using one of the very powerful tool called as a Power BI, through which we can create an interactive dashboard. We can work with the SQL type of data. We can write the queries. Those queries are called as a Power Queries. We will learn about that, how we can create a Power Queries. And nowadays, the word is booming in the artificial intelligence. That is AI related things, Gen AI related things. So such type of integration is also possible in Power BI. Before starting this session, one request from my side: if you stuck anywhere at any point, you can interrupt me. You can ask the question. We will discuss on that. So this is actually total 2 days session. Today we are going to cover about these topics. What is mean by business intelligence, BI. Then we will see about what are the BI use cases. In business intelligence, I will tell you the scenario, what actually the difference between business intelligence, data analytics, what is mean by data science, then machine learning, AI engineer, and deep learning engineer. Then we will learn about various BI tools. Then main our focus is on Power BI because so many industries uses the Power BI for different purposes, for the visualization purposes, to integrate some AI technologies into that for that purpose. So we will learn about that, what is mean by Power BI, how we can install that, then what are the Power BI features, components of Power BI. Then today we will learn about how we can create a simple visuals with the help of Power BI desktop version. Then different visualization, which visualizations are good for particular thing, which type of visualizations are available, can we make the integration of visuals. So we are going to learn about that. Then how we can apply the filtering on that particular visualize any filter, might be that filter greater than, less than, specific with respect to any region. So such type of things we are going to learn in the filtering, how we can create a good report, how we can analyze that report, how we can read the dashboard and summarization of that. And as I mentioned, nowadays in many tools, AI is integrated. So we'll look into how to use the NLP, that is natural language processing, in Power BI. I will tell you what is meant by natural language processing, how actually it works, and how it is used in the Power BI. Then day two, our main focus will be on the DAX queries because DAX query is the main feature provided by Power BI rather than other visualization tool. Because of that DAX queries, what happen? We can directly connect with the data. We can apply some operations on that, and we will get a clean formatted data. Now, what is need of clean formatted data? I will tell you. Then data modeling, some smart narrative we can create, how we can create that. Some power features are available, that is power pivot, power view, power map, and how we can integrate Power BI with Python. And finally we will create a very good interactive dashboard which is acceptable throughout the industries. Now, the question arises that what is mean by business intelligence? In industry, this is called as a BI also. Business intelligence is nothing but BI. So when we consider the business intelligence, the term came business. That means what the client is doing, in which field client is working, and they want to create their business more intelligent. Intelligence in the sense of with the help of some tools, we are, or any developer or any technical person is going to find out the meaningful information from that. So for example, if we have such type of messy Excel sheets, so I'm considering one scenario in front of you. So this Excel file or Excel sheet, might be it is in XLSX format, in CSV format, or any tab related, tab separated format. So for example, this Excel sheet consists of something 50 columns. I'm considering these names. Whatever the annotations I'm creating, hope you are visible. You can see those. Yes.
Yes, sir, we are seeing.
Thank you. So for example, here we are considering one scenario where 50 columns are present and 5 lakh records are present. That means vertically 50 columns are present and horizontally 5 lakh records are present. Now, the CEO or upper management of the company want to analyze this data. Can you tell me how much time required to analyze such type of data? For example, you don't have any tool which is going to summarize this. Definitely, it will take so much time because Here you can see 50 columns are present, 5 lakh records are present. That is messy and complex type of data is present. So it is a bit difficult to analyze this data, find out the summary of the data within small amount of time. So this business intelligence came into the picture. Hope this is clear to everyone. What is mean by business? What is use of business intelligence tools? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, see, I'm considering here some scenario. Out of these 50 columns, let me consider one column called as a region and upper management. For example, I'm considering CEO of the company want to see the data with respect to each region. So in this 5 lakh records, basically 4 regions are present. I'm considering those 4 regions are East region, West region, South region, and North region. Now to analyze all 5 lakh records with respect to region, again it is a complex type of task if we don't have any good intelligent tool. So what we will do, we'll go with any intelligent tool. Basically, we will go with the visualization tool. Now, the question again arises that why we go with the visualization tool. I will explain you the answer for this. Remember, when we consider human brain is basically attracted towards the images and videos. That means whatever the present in diagrammatic way, pictorial way, visualized way, or video type of way, definitely those things we are remember in well manner, and from those things we can conclude in within small amount of time. Okay, let me tell you one example for that. I'm considering one column in which I'm putting some values like this: 10, 20, 30, 15, 25, 35. I'm putting this value 20, something 30, 40, and goes on. For example, you have something 100 values. Now, if you observe this column carefully, we can't find out any type of interpretation from this. Or when we have to find out any conclusion from this column, definitely it will take so much time. But if we go with the visualization, so I'm going to represent this data visually, for example, like this. So I'm going to represent this data like this. Now, can you tell me, is any pattern present in this data? Absolutely, one pattern is present. Some sort it is increasing, then decreasing. Some sort it increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, like that, right? Now, here, if I go beyond this, I can predict about some feature. That means I can say that might be in next 2 months, it will decrease. Again, next 5 months, it will increase, something like that. That means through this visualization, we can conclude something. Yes, the output is something like this. Are you getting my point, everyone?
Yes.
Now, if we consider very simple scenario, what I considered here, I considered one column in which some values are present. But when we have to analyze those values with any previous techniques like a statistical techniques or calculation type of techniques, then it is a bit difficult. But when we analyze or when we visualize that data in appropriate way, we can find out the solution or we can find out the conclusion with small amount of time. So visualization tools plays a very vital role in terms of business intelligence. Now let's go ahead. I considered here out of 50 columns, one column consists of region, and the CEO of the company want to analyze total number of sales region wise. So when I visualize this data, the visualization will be something like this. On x-axis, I'm considering the region. Whereas on y-axis, I'm considering the total number of cells. So for example, East region, number of cells will be like this. For West region, number of cells will be like this. For South region, number of cells will be like this. For North region, number of cells will be like this. Now, from this visualization, can you tell me which region acquires the maximum number of cells? Definitely, South region acquires the maximum number of cells, right? Whereas this East region acquires the minimum number of cells, or let us consider this North region acquires the minimum number of cells. All right, everyone is with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, to analyze these 5 lakh records, definitely if we go with each record, it will take so much time. But if we summarize, if we represent that with respect to region and the corresponding cells, with the help of visualization tool, we can visualize within small amount of time. For example, you can say within 30 seconds, you can represent such type of data. So visualization tools are so much important when we have to take any decisions with respect to our business. Now, CEO can analyze the data within small amount of time. Yes, South region acquires the maximum cell. Also, he or she will decide that this region, that is North region, not acquiring the good number of cells. He or she will try to find out what is the reason behind that, why the cells are very less in the North region, how we can modify the strategy, and how we can increase the business. So such type of business decisions can be taken with the help of visualization tools or with the help of dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but such type of visuals. So for example, I will give this name. I will give one name to this visual called as a bar graph. So likewise, we can represent multiple type of graphs. We can go with the line chart, we can go with the pie chart, we can go with the any other type of things, histogram, we can go with the scatter plot. So if we combine such type of graphs in a single page, then it is called as a dashboard. Okay, and those peoples who are working on the higher hierarchy in the management level, CEO level, something like that, they are not interested in such type of messy data. That means they are not interested in these 50 columns and 5 lakh records. They are very much interested in how you are going to represent those 50 columns and 5 lakh records in a single page. So something like that. And when we represent such type of visual like this bar graph, when we represent such type of visuals on a single paper or a single page, then it is called as a dashboard, something like that. So here bar graph will be there, here scatter plot will be there, here histogram will be there, here stacked bar graph will be there, pie chart will be there, any other graph will be choropleth graph, something like that. These will be there. That means we are going to represent our business in a single page or in a single view. And those peoples working on the higher hierarchy, they are interested in this. Hope this is clear to everyone. Why these visualization tools or business intelligence tools are so much important. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, let me clear some things so that you will get the idea at the time of finding the jobs and all. So there are some roles associated in industry. First role is a business intelligence, BI, sometimes called as a BI technician, BI developer, like that. Then another role is present called as a data analyst. Next role is present called as a data scientist. Next is a machine learning engineering or machine learning engineer. Then AI engineer. deep learning engineer, which is part of machine learning, because most nowadays these two terms, machine learning engineer and deep learning, merge together for many profiles. Now, when we consider such type of profiles, we need to understand in which field which profile is so much suited, or in which field we are good. So let us try to consider one scenario. For example, I'm working as developer in one of the organization. So let me consider I'm working as a developer, and we got one project from one of the renowned company. Let me consider this is the client. Is my voice is loud and clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now this client discuss with the team, and they are going to hand over the project to perform or to complete the project. Now the question arises that, see, this client have some expectation. So what the expectation from this client? Client want to make their business more intelligent, but with respect to that business, some technical jargons are present, some technical terms are present, some non-technical terms are present with respect to business. It's not like that every business works with the technical term. Some non-technical terms are present, and those peoples which works as the developer might be they don't know about those non-technical terms. Okay, so when client hand over the project, first they will make some meetings, and they will try to explain about their business, what actually their business is, in which domain they are working, what are their expectation, what are they expecting to improve or make their business very smart way. Now actually this developer, or let me consider here one another example, data scientist is not taking the role to understand that. So there is one scenario, or there is one profile called as a business intelligence. Now this business intelligence profile or BI developer is responsible to collect the requirements. That means what the client is expecting, which type of data client is providing us, what are the technical terms, what are the non-technical terms, and BI developer convert those things into understandable format to the data scientist, because data scientists don't know about the non-technical terms, but BI, that is business intelligent developer, is very close to the client. He or she will able to understand what are the technical jargons, what are the non-technical jargons, what are the questions, or what are the expectations from the client. Hope this is clear to everyone. What is the role of BI developer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us go ahead. I'm considering one another scenario, another profile called as a data analyst. Why I'm explaining this? Because everywhere, if you go with the data analyst, data science, if you go with the AI type of things, everywhere you have to visualize something. Might be it is in terms of dashboard, might be it is in terms of any model representation. So I'm going to explain this. So next is this data analyst role. Now what is the role of data analyst? Data analyst is going to gather the data from the client. Remember, we can take the data from different resources. Client can give you the data from different servers. Client can provide you the data from different websites, or client can give you the authority to fetch the data from different websites. Also, client can give you the data which is present on local machines also. So such type of resources are available, in which some databases are present, data warehouses are present. Databases means where we are going to store the data. Data warehouse is the big form of database where number of databases are present. Now again, databases are divided into different parts. Some are the RDBMS, that is relational databases are present. Some are the non-relational databases are present. Now, what is the role of this data analyst? Data analyst is responsible to take the data or to collect the data from different resources, then perform some pre-processing. Now, what is the role of pre-processing? So when I consider the pre-processing and why it is required, pre-processing is nothing but cleaning of the data. Now, let me tell you one scenario so that you will get the idea. For example, I'm specifying here one table in which I'm considering some values. I'm considering some columns. First column, I'm considering as an age. Second column, I'm considering as an experience. Third column, I'm considering as a position. And last column, I'm considering this as a salary. Again, I'm repeating. First one is age, experience, position, and salary. Now, let us consider some example. Age is 28. Experience is 4 years. Position is developer. And salary is something 50K. Let's go ahead. Experience, age is 29. Experience is 6 years. Again, position is developer. And salary is something 60K. Age is 30. Experience is 8 years. Position is HR. And salary is something 40K. Okay. Now, if we consider these columns, age, experience, position, and salary, now what happens? Sometimes in data, null values are present. That means by mistakenly, some values are not present, like this experience is not present. Here, such type of things are present, like a not a number, nan value is present. Some special symbol is present, like a question mark, or sometimes hash is present. So if such type of things are present, then these things are not good for the visualization purpose, or these things are not good for the purpose of business intelligence. So what we will do, we have to replace these values. We have to remove those null values. We have to work with those null values, or we have to impute those null values. Impute means we are going to replace these null values. Okay. Again, I'm repeating. Suppose if we have such type of data, I'm taking only three rows here for the example purpose. In when you work with the real data, so many rows or observations are present. Out of those, if any null values are present, we have to work with that null value. And this is first part of pre-processing. That is data cleaning, work with the null value or impute the null value. Why we have to impute the null value? Now, for example, this experience is not present. For example, this 8-year experience is not present. Any null value is present. And if I try to visualize this data with respect to experience and salary, so how it will represent? So it will represent like this. Experience is 4 year. Salary is something like this, 50K. Experience is 6 year. Salary is 60K. And for null value, it will not display anything. Are you getting my point? Why? Because null values are present. It is not going to display that null value. Okay. So we have to take care about the null value. This is first part of pre-processing. We have to work with the null values. Friends, any question? Good to go?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, next thing is, again, what we can do in pre-processing. I'm considering here one machine. As we know that machine works with the principle of program, machine works with the principle of algorithm. But remember, initially these machines are dumb in nature, because see, machines are good, but how they are making them smart with the help of algorithms. Initially machines are dumb devices. We have to make them smart. So how we can make them smart? With the help of algorithm, we have to provide some instructions. Okay. Now, Here I'm considering one example. From this example, you will get a very good idea. I am talking in English. I'm comfortable in English, Hindi languages, and I want to discuss with one person who only knows Chinese. That person don't know about any other language. So will that communication will be I can say attractive type, or will that communication will be fulfilled type? Can I talk with that Chinese person, or can Chinese person talk with me? Not possible, right? Yes. See, I'm good in English. I don't know about the Chinese language. And this person, Chinese person, know only Chinese. That person don't know about the English language. So can we make a meaningful conversation between them? Is it possible?
No.
No. Why? Because the barrier, language barrier is there. Similarly, machine have their own languages, and human have their own languages, and that language is called as a natural language. Remember, whatever we are talking, whatever we are discussing, whatever we say in the audio format, that is considered as a natural language. That is, human language is called as a natural language, whereas the machine have their own language, which is called as a machine language. Now, again, I'm asking same question. Will machine understand our own language? That is natural language. Will machine understand our language?
No.
Because again, language barrier is there. So what we have to do, we have to convert our language, that is natural language, into machine understandable format. I'm saying here one sentence, please be concentrate on that. Machine only understand numeric data. Machine have the ability to understand only numeric data. Now, out of these 4 columns, again, I am visiting to this table in which age, experience, position, and salary is present. Can you tell me which column machine will not understand? Definitely position, because this is in our language, own language, natural language. So we have to convert this column into numeric format, and this is called as a encoding. I'm writing one another step here of the pre-processing called as a encoding. Okay, in encoding, we convert our language, that is natural language, into machine understandable format called as a machine language, and this is called as a encoding. So such type of pre-processing we have to do when we have to work with the real time of data, or when we have to work with the data which is provided by the client. Hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Now, once the data is converted into appropriate format, we can visualize that also. That means the data analyst is responsible for visualization of the data. Now, our today's topic is depend upon that. We are going to visualize the data by using tools. So when you have to work as a data analyst, you must know about the visualization. Now, let me go with another term called as a data science profile. Remember, data scientist is responsible to work like a data analyst. So whatever the task data analyst to do, like data pre-processing, take the data from different resources, do the pre-processing, visualize the data. Along with that, data scientist is responsible to apply some algorithms so that the meaningful information can be taken from the data. The prediction from the data is possible. That means what will be the stock price tomorrow, after 8 days, after 10 days, after 1 month, after 2 months, like that. So such type of predictions or forecasting we can do with the help of algorithm. So data scientists have the responsibility to work like a data analyst along with some additional tasks like apply the algorithm, select the algorithm, apply the algorithm, and find out some predictions and forecasting. Now, for this, some specific roles are present, like machine learning engineer is responsible to apply those algorithms, to tune those algorithms, find out some information about that algorithm, which algorithm is suitable in which scenario. So such type of things can be done with the help of ML engineer. And AI engineer is responsible to perform AI related tasks. It is not only with respect to what I can say tabular type of data. AI engineer can work with the image related data. AI engineer can work with the natural language related data. AI engineer can work with the any video related data. So these are some profiles. Remember, when you have to work with any profile, I'm considering from BI tool to the AI engineer, everywhere you require the visualization, because at the end of the day, client is asking you only about tell me with respect to visualization, because as we seen, visualization is a very attractive mechanism when we have to work, or when you have to recollect the things, when you have to show the things in attractive manner. Okay. Any question? Good to go.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Now, let us try to define this term business intelligence. Whatever I mentioned, said over there, same things are present here. You can see business intelligence is to transform raw data. As I mentioned, why we have to transform the data? Because data is not present in clean format. So we have to convert that data into appropriate format. So transform the raw data into meaningful and actionable insights that can be used by business leaders, managers, and other stakeholders to make informed decision and drive business success. Okay. So as I mentioned, business intelligence is nothing but converting or transforming raw data into meaningful information so that other peoples can use those to take or to make the business decision. Now, which type of things or which type of steps came under the business intelligence? Below you can see some steps included over there. First one is a data collection. As I mentioned, data can be collected from the different resources, like it can be taken from the local machine, from the website, from different server, from different databases, or any other tools where the data is present. We can take or fetch the data from different resources. Remember, in our today's session, when we have to work with the Power BI, we can take the data from different resources. We will take the data from our local machine. We will take the data from different databases. We can take the data from different servers also, from websites also. That means there is possibility we can take the data from different resources. Now, why these different resources are present? Because some organizations store the data in databases, in data warehouses, whereas some organization have their data on their website. Some organization have kept their data very privately on the different their own servers. So we have to connect with different types of the data, different types of the data resources. So we are going to learn about that also, how the Power BI help us to connect with the different data resources. Next thing is a data pre-processing. As I mentioned, when we collect the data from different resources, remember, nowadays, if we consider the 100% data, out of 100% data, 29% data present in clean format. Clean format in the sense of, let me consider, this is a structured format. That is, data is present in table format. Number of rows are present and number of columns are present. So this is only 29% data is present in structured format, whereas 71% data is present in unstructured format. Like, let me tell you some example. For example, images is the example of unstructured format. Videos are the example of unstructured format. Any other audio files or music file, unstructured format. 3D object, unstructured format. Any code file, unstructured format. Okay, so near about 71% data is present in unstructured format. Now, if you observe so many applications in the artificial intelligence, let me tell you very simple application. Hope you are familiar with the Alexa. Yes, everyone, Alexa, Siri.
Yes.
Okay, so when we consider the Alexa, I'm putting here one symbol for that. So I have one Alexa. Can anyone tell me how actually it works? Can anyone tell me how actually it works?
Voice recognition?
Perfect. So you are asking one question. User is asking one question in their own language, right? Natural language. Alexa is able to recognize that voice, what the user is saying. Now, behind this, what happened? Alexa is responsible to understand the question, understand the intention behind that, understand the relationship between each word, and depending upon that, Alexa is going to fetch the information from the websites, right? So here you will get the answer. Okay, everyone is with me? Now,
Yes.
when I consider this scenario, see, I'm asking one question to Alexa. That question is in unstructured format. Alexa is do the processing. Again, it is in unstructured format. And we will get the answers in the audio format. Again, it is unstructured format. So when you consider any AI application, most of the AI application works on the unstructured data. Okay, so we have to work with that data. This can be came under the data pre-processing. So what things we can do in data pre-processing? We have to work with the null values. We have to work with the different data types. That means sometimes what happen, wrong data type is assigned. So machine will not understand that data very well manner. So for example, I'm considering here, let me write here today's date. So it's 11th August 2024. Now, can you tell me what will be the data type for this? So it is a date time format, right? But by mistakenly, it is assigned as a string. So what will happen? Machine will treat this as a string only, which is a wrong data format. So we have to work with that. We have to assign a correct, accurate data type. The next thing is what happened in data pre-processing. For example, I'm considering here one column, age. We know that age is varies in between 1 to maximum I'm considering 120. Okay, 1 years to 120 years or 0 years to 120 years. For example, by mistakenly any person enter the value of age is equal to 500. So is it a correct value? For age is 500?
Wrong.
Absolutely wrong, right? That means wrong entry is provided, and this wrong entry is called as an outlier. Outlier is nothing but any extreme data which is present in the data set is called as outlier. So we have to remove some outliers. We have to work with the null values. We have to work with the wrong data types. We have to work with the outliers. So once we pre-process the data, data is converted into clean format. Now, as I mentioned, machine can understand the data only in their own language, right? and that is called as a machine language. So we have to convert any non-numerical data into numeric format with the help of data transformation. Data transformation is nothing but converting one data type into another data type. That is, any what I can say non-numeric column is converted into numeric one. This came under the data transformation. Now next is data analysis. What is mean by data analysis? Analyze the data. Analysis in the sense of we have to understand the data very well. What the column is used for, how many rows are present, how many columns are present, whether that data is normally distributed or not, data is good distributed or not. Now, this analysis can be done with the help of different statistical methods. Like we can find out the mean value of that, we can find out the median value of that, we can find out the mode value of that, standard deviation, variance. Why we are doing this? Because remember, when we have to train the machine, we have to provide a good and clean data. We have to provide the reliable data. If we are providing the reliable data, definitely you will get the reliable type of answer, good type of answer. There is one concept. That concept is called as a garbage in, garbage out. Hope you are familiar with this. If I provide the garbage input, the system will give me the garbage output, right? Yes. If I provide the very wrong input, garbage input, definitely system will give me the garbage output. This is called as a garbage in, garbage out. So we have to take care, we have to provide a good input so that machine will understand in well manner, machine will train in well manner, and we can expect the output in appropriate way or in desired way. So we have to analyze the data, whether that data is distributed in well manner, normally distributed or not. Then we have to check the mean value, median value, mode value, it's a standard deviation, variance, and so many other terms, statistical terms also, like a p value, z value, like that. Now, once the analysis is done, very much important step came into the picture, data visualization. Because as I mentioned, remember, client is very much interested in visualization only. Client will not ask you which algorithm you use, which method you use. Client is, at the end of the day, client is expecting, show me how I can make my business more intelligent, how you are going to represent my business, which type of visuals you created, can you read those visuals, what is the meaning of those stack bar graph, what is the meaning of that pie chart. So we have to explain that to the client. Remember, when you join any organization, definitely you have to work on this. That means you have to explain their business. Actually, that data, whatever the data they provided to you, you have to work on that data, you have to summarize that data in appropriate way. Now, once you summarize the data, once you explain that, see, these are the dashboard, these are the some, what I can say, these are some number of sales with respect to region, these are number of what I can say, products with respect to category, number of uh, the deliveries happened within this particular time, what is the reason behind the late delivery or delivery not on the time, what is the reason behind that. So we can find out such type of answers, and we have to put those answers in front of them so that they can take a good decision to improve their business. So remember, data visualization is so much important. And finally, with the help of this data visualization, we can find out some meaningful information. Meaningful information in the sense of, we can say that to the client, see, if you apply this strategy, you can find out or you can improve the business like this. If you apply this strategy, definitely you can improve the business like that. So such type of meaningful information we can tell them, or we can extract the meaningful information from the data also. Now, um, I'm giving you one very simple example for this meaningful information so that you will get the idea. So I'm considering here today's day. It's 11 August 2024 and time is 11 AM. Can you tell me which type of information can you extract from this? Which type of information you can take from this?
Date and time format.
Can you please come again once? You can find out the current date. Perfect. You can find out the current time. Very good. Any other? Date and time. Okay. Okay. So friends, see, when we apply or when we consider this string, from this we can find out the date related information, month related information, year related information, hour related information, minute related information, second related information, right? We can find out such type of information, but in this some hidden information is present. So when we do the data analysis, we have the permission, or with the help of data analytics method, we can find out some hidden patterns, hidden information which is present in the data set. For example, from this date and time, can we find out the day? Is it possible? Absolutely possible, right? So we can find out the day. Yes, this information is hidden, but we are not concentrate on that information. So there are some data analysis terms are present, data analytics methods are present through which we can find out some hidden information. Now the question arises in your mind where such type of information is used. So for example, let us go with very simple example, Uber and Ola. In Uber and Ola, have you seen one train at the particular time, at the morning time, something 9 to 11, and in the evening time, something 5 to 7, the rates of Uber and Olas are high. Yes, everyone agree with that? Rates are very high on that particular time duration.
Yes, with time.
Why this happened? Because they already analyzed that the Indian peoples have the office timing lies in between something 9 to 11 and the office ending time is 5 to 7. So they make their algorithm such that at only that particular 2 hours, morning 2 hours and evening 2 hours, the duration, fare duration, or sorry, fare rent, fare cost is very high. Similarly, if you go with day wise, Saturday, Sunday, how their fare cost is different rather than this remaining 5 days. Okay. So how they are going to analyze this, how they are going to find out this information? So with the help of such type of meaningful information extraction. So we can extract the meaningful information from the data. Also with the help of visualization, we can find out some hidden patterns, how the business is going on and what are the strategies we can apply. Hope this is clear to everyone. Good to go. Now, when we consider, when we have to work with the representation, visualization of the data, remember this diagram will help you. Now, this diagram tells you that from the different data sources, data resources, we can collect the data. Most of the data is present in unstructured format. In some cases, data is present in structured format. Data is represented in table format. Then we have to work with the ETL method. ETL in the sense of we have to extract the data from different resources, transform that data in appropriate format like a cleaning, removing the null values, work with the wrong data types, work with the outlier. That means messy data we are going to convert into clean format. Now, for example, I have messy data having 5 lakh records. After cleaning that data, definitely the size of data will decrease, right? For example, 10,000 records which have the null values which I deleted. Are you getting my point? Please give me the acknowledgement.
Yes, please.
That means initially we have large amount of data. We are doing some pre-processing on that. That means extraction the data from different resources. Then we are going to clean the data. We are removing the null values, dropping the null values, then converting the data into appropriate format with respect to your data types. Also work with the outlier. Now, once the data is present in clean format, then again we will load the data. So remember, ETL is one of the mechanism used in the industry in which data extraction, data transformation, and again loading the data into the particular format is happen. Now, why we load the data? So for example, you are working as a data scientist, you clean the data in step number 1. Now, another data scientists are going to use the data for their future references. So we have to store the data in appropriate format so that other team members can use that data in future. And for this purpose, we have to load that clean data. So remember, E is nothing but take the data from different resources. Transform is nothing but pre-process the data and convert into actionable format, and again load the data so that other users can use that data. Clear? Next is, once you store the data in appropriate format, then we have to perform some data mining or OLAP methods. OLAP in the sense of we are going to analyze that data. Online analyzing process happen. We are going to find out some meaningful information from the data. Mining is nothing but we are digging some information from the data so that we can find out any particular patterns, we can find out any particular trends which are present in the data. So we will apply this operation OLAP and data mining. Simply remember, data mining is nothing but we are digging some information from the data. We are extracting some information from the data. Now, once we do this, that is after ETL mechanism, when you find out some extracted information from the data, meaningful information from the data, then you can visualize that. So reporting and data analysis, you can create a dashboard, and through this dashboard you can represent your business. That means on which parameter business is working, how the data analysis is happened, which sectors are playing well in with respect to sales, which sectors are not playing well with respect to sales. And depending upon that dashboard, as I mentioned, dashboard is nothing but small visuals combined together which will explain you about your whole business. Now, depending upon that dashboard, you can take or you can make the decision. So decision making and strategy you can apply. Okay, so these are the methods we can apply, we can take for the decision making. Okay, is this clear everyone regarding this diagram?
Yes.
The diagram scenario is decreasing when we moving from bottom to up, because initially raw data is present, very unnecessary data is present. We have to remove that unnecessary data. We have to just keep the clean data. Then we have to apply some data mining techniques and find out some meaningful information. Again, the amount is very less as compared to ETL operation. Then we have to perform some visualization. Again, it is a very small, because if you have an Excel sheet in which so many records are present, you can represent those with the help of only 1-2 pages. That is only 1-2 visualization pages. So again, its quantity decreases. And depending upon that 1-2 pages, or depending upon that 10-12 simple visuals, you are going to take the decision. So again, the amount will be very small. That means from large messy data, we are going to take the decision within small amount of time, within small amount of data. So this is the things, or this is the mechanism happened when we have to work with any industry, when we have to work with any organization. Now let us go with some use cases so that you will get a very good idea. Whatever the theoretical part I mentioned, now you can see with small example where actually we can use this BI use cases, how actually the dashboard looks like, how we can make some decision, or make some what I can say, we can predict about that dashboard. So such type of things we are going to learn here. So business intelligence is everywhere. So in every field, we can see the business intelligence. You can see some examples here. So credit card banking, definitely it uses the business intelligence. So many times what happen, you got some messages, SMS, or you got some emails. You can buy this credit card, you will get this type of offer. You will buy this credit card, you will get such type of offers. Have you seen such type of scenarios? Now, how these mails and messages are come? Actually, they are going to make one cluster where all the your information related, your mobile number, your email addresses are kept, and they will throw or broadcast that particular email or message to those people who are present in that group. Now, how that group is created? Again, behind making the group, algorithms are present. Okay, so for example, when you visit to the Amazon and you search for one thing, you search for iPhone, definitely you will get some notification, you will get some messages regarding this iPhone. If you buy this iPhone, you will get this type of things. If you buy this iPhone, you will get such type of things. That means it is not going to give you the information regarding TV or LCD, LED. No, it will give you the information, or it will give you the messages with respect to iPhone only. How this happen? When you search on the Amazon for iPhone, in their history, your identity, like your mobile number, your email addresses are stored, and they kept into one group. That means this person is very much interested to buy the iPhone. So they will throw the message, broadcast the message, and you will get the message for iPhone. For example, any other user, for example, any other candidate is searching for the LCD TV. So that candidate will get the corresponding LCD TV related whatever the things. It is like a promotion things are present, or might be some sales are present. So they will get such type of item. Let me tell you very simple example. Uh, hope you are familiar with the YouTube. You seen some videos over there, right? Yes.
Yes.
One request, friends, please be interactive. Everyone know about the YouTube, right? So when we search on the YouTube, so for example, I search on the YouTube Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, I seen only one video. Then I go a bit outside. I not open the YouTube. After 3-4 days, when I open the YouTube, I will get some same suggestions. That is, you can see this video for Sachin Tendulkar. You can see this video for Sachin Tendulkar, like that. Have you seen? Have you experienced that before?
Yes.
So behind this, remember, business intelligence is there. That means they are going to recognize what the user is looking for. And once you search something for your identity, for your credential, they are going to assign this user is interested in the Sachin Tendulkar's video. So definitely they will give you the recommendation for the Sachin Tendulkar's video. Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Similarly happen in credit card banking.
Yes.
Any question? Thank you. Now, next is in financial services also, business intelligence is there. So many, you can say messages you will get or decisions you will get regarding the financial service. Sometimes what happen, whether that particular person will get the loan or not, depending their historical data. So such type of financial services are also impact or use of the BI tools. Then in governments and public sector, BI tools are used, BI methods are used, how we can make that particular thing more attractive or more smarter way can be done. Then healthcare providers, like we can say medicine, moving from or traveling from one position to another position, one location to another location, then which medicine is going to traveling over there, what are the strategies we have to apply, how we can make that time duration very small. So such type of things we can do with the help of BI tools. Then health insurance, they will look into your data. For example, they got the idea regarding the salary related things, then definitely they will be on your head. That means you please buy this insurance, buy this insurance. So insurance companies are also use BI tools to make or to forward their business, to make their business more intelligent. Some manufacturers, as I mentioned, it is going to look into region wide sales, which region acquires the maximum sales, which region acquires the minimum sales, then which categories acquiring the good number of sales, which categories are not playing good in number of sales. So they, depending upon that, they will take the decision. Then media and entertainment companies are also using the BI tools. That means which serial is popular. Depending upon that, they will keep that serial in particular time only. That is 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m., something like that. Those who are not very much popular, they will give some odd timing. Then oil and gas utility companies are also uses the BI use cases. That means how is actual oil consumption, how is going to manufactured over there, how is going to reproduce over there, what are the strategies we can apply to make the more or to make the less consumption of that and more production of that. So such type of things we can use or apply with the help of BI tool. Also in retailers, they uses the BI tool, which customers are coming to the retailer companies or retail gross stores, which customers are not coming here, what is the reason behind that. Also sport franchises, they also use the BI tools. So these are some use cases. Summary, at the summary I can say that everywhere business intelligence tool is there, and in every business now they are using this BI tools. Now here you can see a one dashboard for the Amazon. So Amazon is one of the world's largest and most influential technology and e-commerce company. So here you can see the Amazon seller dashboard. Remember, behind this dashboard, so many records are present. You can say that in 1 crore or more than that records are present behind this dashboard. But if we observe this carefully, in a single page, we can see this dashboard. We are not interested in that 1 crore, whatever the observations are present or whatever the records are present. Our intention is what? How the business is going on. And depending upon that business, how we can make or how we can take some decision. So as I mentioned previously also, those people who are in the higher hierarchy, like CEOs or management level things, they will look into such type of dashboard. Now from this dashboard, just I kept this dashboard for the example purpose only. So you can see the dashboard title is provided. So such type of dashboards we have to create, and we are going to create such type of dashboard with the help of Power BI. So this is actually Amazon seller dashboard, a real dashboard. Now here you can see how much revenue they created. Now if you go with the Excel sheet, definitely it is a messy. To find out the total revenue, we have to sum up that. Again, the new entry came into the picture, revenue will change. Because see, in the Amazon company, as the e-commerce company, within fraction of second, so many things will change. Revenue will change, then number of sales will change, net profit will be changed, COGS will be changed. So many things will be changed within small amount of time. So it is not possible to perform these things manually. Can we do those automation? Can we convert these into automated one? So answer is yes. There are some what I can say dashboards which are automated, because that whatever the data present at the backend, that data is connected to this dashboard. And depending upon the backend data, these dashboards are going to change. So for example, revenue change at the backend, it will reflect on the front end. That means in this dashboard, you will able to see that change. Now here you can see, we can calculate the total number of revenue, total revenue generated. Might be it is with respect to year wise, or we are considering 3, 4, or all years for that. But most of the time, dashboards created are with respect to year wise, then quarter wise, like that. Then total number of sales in that particular year, how many sales are generated? So 3.4 million sales are created. How much COGS cost is? So it is a 5.1 million COGS cost. Then what is the net profit? COGS in the sense of you can say total value over there with respect to carriers and goods and all these things. Then how much net profit? It's 11.9 million net profit is there. Now we are going to compare with previous year. Now here you can see year by year, year on year, what is the revenue? So 10.5%. It's a good, that is, we can see the increment. Sales year on year 10.5, COGS year on year 11.3, net profit year on year 10.2. That means we can see the increasing trend, all are positive. That means with respect to previous year, total revenue, total number of sales, COGS, and net profit is increased. You can see the cost analysis. Now total revenue is 44.1. Out of that, fridge cost is 0.6%, net profit is 27.1%, COGS, that is all the services including, 56.9%, and Amazon fees are 15.5%. That means we can say that this net profit and Amazon fees are good collection, or they are profitable, and they are going to generate the revenue through that. So if you add this near about 42-43%, they are getting the profit through the net profit and Amazon fees. So if you observe this carefully, if we go with this 1 crore records, then it is not possible to visualize, then it is not, sorry. If we go with this 1 crore records, record by record, single record, then definitely it is a time consuming. But if we represent this by using a pie chart, you can see the representation. That means with a single graph, with a single visual, we can analyze the business in well manner. Similarly, if you go with below is the type of scatter plot. So it is a weighted scatter plot. Depending upon the profit, depending upon the category, it is going to display. Now for this black color, one category is assigned, and that category acquiring the maximum revenue and profit. So you can see on the x-axis we have the profit, on the y-axis we have the sales. So we can say that as the number of sales are increasing, definitely profit is increasing. There are some products or some categories which are exceptional. They have the moderate number of sales and moderate number of profit, something like that. Okay. So such type of things we can analyze. Then we can see the relationship between revenue and sales month wise. So Jan 17, July 17, Jan 18, July 18, Jan 19. So month wise profit we can see. And from this we can make any decision. So for example, I'm considering here the number of sales, something like this. So we can say that in the last months, that is October, November, December, acquiring the maximum number of cells. So which type of business decision we can take? We can increase the production. Why? Because from this trend, we got the idea. In the month October, November, December, acquires the maximum number of cells, we can increase the production. Okay. So such type of decisions we can make from this. Then COGS and unit cost. So you can see month-wise COGS and unit cost, profit type-wise, Amazon PO, then profit is 35.9, any category having the 1P 25.7, FBA 17.7, FBM 2.70. Now here you can see FBM acquires the very minimum profit. So we can concentrate on that. Why FBM acquires the minimum profit? What are the strategies we can apply? So this can be represented by using bar graph. Then below you can see some observations they mention. Might be it top 10 categories when you have to display top 10 sales revenue. So here you can see revenue wise they are displaying. So ASIN is nothing but one number assigned to that product, total number of sales, total revenue, COGS, and net profit. So which product acquires the maximum revenue, you can see. Now you can filter this depending upon your requirement. You can filter this. Okay. So likewise, you can read the dashboard. Any question?
No.
All good. Okay. Let's take a very small break, 5-minute break, and we will resume the session at 11:33. Fine.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi everyone, hope you are back.
Sir.
Yes, everyone is here, good to go. Just 1 second. Sharing my screen again. Let's go ahead. Here we seen that how we can create a dashboard. Remember, here we are going to create such type of interactive dashboard, attractive type of dashboard with the help of Power BI tool. Now next, it is used in such type of industries only, like Amazon, e-commerce industries only. The answer is no. We can use this in everywhere. Now here you can see one example for construction industry. Here the dashboard is construction analysis, project controlling, which includes the project planning, risk assessment, cost estimation, and decision making. So for example, any builder or those peoples which works in this construction area, and they have so many sites parallelly on which they are working, and they have to make or take some decision depending upon each side, because each side have some different location, different what I can say, structures, plannings, different things are present. So we can plan those, we can do some assessment, we can do some estimation when that will be complete, what is the estimation, how many much labor charge is there. So such type of things we can do, and depending upon that we can enhance the quality. That means how we can hand over that project with the minimum amount of time. So here you can see the project controlling is the dashboard name. The project name is Office Building, Munich Geo Green Street. So Georgian Street. Now, depending upon, for example, that person or that builder works with different projects. So if they change that, definitely other things are also will change. So as other things are changing, when we make one small change in the project name, this is called as an interactive type of dashboard. Interactive in the sense of, by making one small change, it is going to change another things also with respect to that. Also here you can see the filter, this year project. We can go with the previous projects also, previous year projects, or whatever the projects they created, and you can see the current date. Now, client is partner LLC, project type is design and building, and project status is in execution. This project is not yet completed, it is in execution. When that project is start, it 1/6/2019, and project end will be 13 December 2021. That means they're expecting near about 1 year more than that. Progression, it's a 56% that project is completed. SPI is 1.07, CPI. So these are the index values with respect to proportion what they completed. So these are the SPI and CPI values, and total cost breakdown you can see. That is material near about 42%, labor charges 35%, equipment 14%, subcontractors 7%, because under one project many subcontractors are present. So for them, 7%, 2% are for the foreign labors. So total distribution, you can see cost breakdown distribution is something like this. And project work and budget development, you can see month wise from Jan to December, how much work is scheduled. Work scheduled is bit more and work performed is, you can see below that. And actual cost is something like this. So work schedule is near about in between 4 to 5 million, but completed is near about 2.5 to 3 million. And the actual cost is something 2.3, 2.4 million, like that. Okay. So likewise, we can use this dashboard to make or to take some decision with respect to constructions also. Here my intention, I taken these two example, one at the extreme level, that is general used Amazon, and another one is which is rarely used, that is construction analysis. My intention here is that as I mentioned, this business intelligence is everywhere. In every field we can use the business intelligence. So my intentionally I taken this two extreme type of example. One is basically for every time used, and for construction which is rarely used. Now, when we have to make such type of attractive dashboard, as we've seen, this Amazon dashboard is there, construction analysis dashboard is there. So when we have to make such type of attractive dashboard, so many BI tools are available. Now, depending upon the client, these BI tools will change. So some clients are interested in color related combination, that means good color combination. Some are interested in, they have to work with the DAX queries. Some are interested in some open sources. So depending upon the client's requirement, these BI tools will change. Now here you can see one sort of summary which BI tools are available. So here you can see the, with respect to how these are used, Power BI is on the top. So Power BI is one of the business intelligence visualization tool. Then Tableau is one another very good competitor for the Power BI. Tableau is one of the visualization tool. Then TIBCO, SAP BI, Sisense, Qlik, and TrueSpot. Those spot. So these are some visualization tools. Now out of these, remember this Power BI, Tableau, and Qlik, these are so much important and frequently used business intelligence tools. Again, I'm repeating, in industry, Power BI, Tableau, and Qlik, these are frequently used business intelligence tools. Remember, these tools are not only visualization tools, but with the help of these tools, we can make or we can take some decision with respect to business, and those decisions are very intelligent. Depending upon the previous data, these decisions are going to take. So these are called as a business intelligence tool. Don't confuse in between visualization tool and business intelligence tool. Visualization tools are just only, they are going to visualize the data. They are not going to make or take some decision, or they are not going to provide you some solution. But business intelligence tool, why they are called as a business intelligence? Because with the help of this tool, you can visualize the data. Depending upon that visualization, you can take or make some intelligent decisions. Okay. So BI, Power BI, Tableau, Qlik, SAP BI, TIBCO, Sisense, TrueSpot, these are some business intelligence tools. These are not only visualization tool, but these are business intelligence tools. Hope this is clear to everyone. Good to go?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, why Power BI? As I mentioned, Power BI is a very strong tool in industry. Many organizations, if we go with percentage wise, so near about 40% is acquired by Power BI only. Why this Power BI is so much important? So you can see some advantages of Power BI. First advantage is user-friendly interface. Now, user-friendly interface in the sense of, for example, if you visit to ATM, okay, and you want to do some transaction, you have to remove some money, or you have to check the balance, change the pin, so such type of things. Now what actually happened behind this ATM, we don't know. Technical team know about that, what actually happened, which algorithms are used, something like that. But as let us consider I'm a non-technical person and I have to use the ATM. Definitely I can use the ATM, still I'm non-technical person, because they created a good user interface. Okay, that is good graphical user interface they created. What steps we have to follow? Just to visit there, insert the card, you can put your pin number, select the transaction, which type of transactions you have to do, then you can enter the amount. If you have to withdraw the money, definitely you will get the money. So such type of good interfaces are created in Power BI also. Very simple interface they provided so that we can show the visualization in appropriate way. Next is data connectivity. As I mentioned, there are many ways to connect with the data. So for example, we have to connect with the websites, we have to connect with different databases, we have to connect with different resources or servers, we have to connect with the local machine. So such type of massive data connectivity is present in Power BI. Remember, Power BI have very much data, good data connectivity as compared to other BI tools. So Power BI is so much popular as compared to other tools. Then when we consider or when we compare the Power BI with other tools, in some tools, BI tools, we have to pre-process the data in our local machine first, or we have to pre-process the data with other machines first. We have to convert that raw data into actionable format data, and then we can upload the data into that tool. But in Power BI, no need to do this. All the data transformation, data modeling can be do with the help of Power BI. So you can directly take your messy data in which wrong format is present, null values are present, outliers are present, any other symbols are present. You can work with that data. So data transformation is possible. Similarly, we can create some models. So for example, we have to make the relationship between data. If you have the 5, 6 tables and you have to make the relationship between each table, you have to make a schema, you have to create any model, so you can do the data modeling also. So this is the advantage of Power BI. Then you can do some custom calculation. So for example, you have the total cost and you have to find out its percentage, you can apply such type of simple calculation. You can apply your custom calculations also. If you have any formula in your mind, or your business uses any formula to calculate any particular thing, then you can do the custom calculation in Power BI only. No need to take the data outside. In Power BI only, you can do the custom calculation. Then you can create some interactive visuals. As I mentioned, interactive in the sense of, if we change the filter, visual will be changed, or depending upon our input, the visual will be changed. So many interactive visuals are available, varies from the bar chart, goes to the choropleth graph, which is a good attractive visual. So such type of visuals we can do, we can show with the help of Power BI. Variety of visuals are available. Once we download that, once we install that Power BI, I will show you. Then next is a natural language queries. Natural language in the sense of, see, as I mentioned, natural language is nothing but human language. What we are saying, what we I'm talking with you, this is considered as natural language. And another thing is machine language. Machine understand their own language. But can, if I ask the question in my own language, will machine understand that? Yes, for that purpose we have to write some transformation algorithms, or we have to write some code for that. So natural language queries are also possible. That means you can just ask the question to the Power BI, it will generate the visual for that. It's a very attractive thing. So as I mentioned, some AI activities or AI functioning is also present in Power BI. So if you ask the question to Power BI, can you create one visual? Can you create one bar graph for me for this two field? definitely it will create. Okay, so we are going to learn about that, how we can apply this natural language queries. We can create the dashboard. As I mentioned, number of visuals combined together, likewise 7-8 visual, 8-9 visual combined together makes one dashboard. And dashboard is very much important when we have to represent in front of client to understand the business. Then we can work with the real data. As I mentioned, when we create any dashboard, data is present at the backend. What happens if the data changes? Because in industry, data changes with respect to small amount, that is with respect to fraction of second, with respect to minute, with respect to hour. So how it is going to handle that? So real-time data connectivity is also possible in Power BI. Then data exploration. As I mentioned, data exploration in the sense of we are going to find out some hidden patterns present in that data. We are going to explore the data, might be it is a region wise, then category wise, customer wise, or any particular location wise. So such type of exploration is possible with the help of Power BI. Then we can do some collaboration in the sense of we can connect the Power BI with the different resources. Like we can connect Power BI with tool Python language. We can connect for Python Jupyter Notebook, Colab. Then we can make this Power BI collaboration with another visualization tools also. We can connect this for the any summarization or statistical analysis tools also, like SAS, something like that. Then Power BI have its mobile version also, but it has some limitation. That means you can't directly create the dashboard, but you can see the dashboard. You can see which dashboards you created with the help of mobile application. So mobile accessibility is there. Then scheduled data refresh is there. So as I mentioned here, in a real-time data, if your company data changes with respect to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hours, though, then you can schedule the data refresh. After 1 hour, that dashboard values will refresh. After 2 hour, dashboard values will refresh. After 1 minute, dashboard values will be refreshed. So you can schedule the data refresh. Then row level security, that means, as I mentioned, when we have to work with this Power BI, we have to provide the data in particular format, tabular format. That is, data is present in number of rows and number of columns, and for each row they provide the security. Power BI provide the security. So row level security is present. You can custom some visuals. As I mentioned, so many already built-in visuals are present, but you can custom as per your requirement. You can custom the visual. Then you can do the integration with Microsoft ecosystem. On-premises solutions are present. So Microsoft ecosystem is you can use the Microsoft Power BI integration with another resources. You can find out solution. You can use the Microsoft Azure services when you have to deploy this product, or when you have to launch your dashboard for the user purposes only. So for example, when you open any website, you will able to see some dashboards over there. Okay, so how these dashboards are integrated? So you can use the Microsoft ecosystem. You can go with the Azure portal and you can do the integration. On-premises solutions are present. That means when you connect with that ecosystem, there are also some solutions are available. Power BI is very developer friendly. For example, if you create any alert, so if the data exceed than value 1000, data exceed than value 10K, then it will create some alerts, and it has some AI and machine learning integration. So you can apply some AI algorithm. You can find out some meaningful, what I can say, data-driven condition with the help of AI and machine learning algorithm. And very much important, last one, it have the large community and support. As I mentioned, near about 40% industries works with the Power BI. So it is a good community, large community. Because of that large community, if you stuck anywhere, if you put that question into the forum, definitely you will get an answer within small amount of time, because community is very large and you will get a good answer, correct answer for that query. Okay, so these are some features of the Power BI. Because of these features, Power BI is so much important and attractive. um, um, what I can say, BI tool, attractive BI tool in the industry. Or okay, any question or any point you not get the idea, good idea regarding that? Definitely we will discuss on that. Any question on these features?
No.
Thank you. Let's go ahead. Second. So these are some Power BI features. What we can do with the Power BI. As name itself, Power Business Intelligence. So it have a good power. That means with the help of Power BI tool, many things we can perform. Here, let us go with this clockwise representation. Power Query. That means you can write your own query, which is very much similar to the SQL query. Okay. Now, what is mean by SQL? When you have to work with the table format, might be so many tables are present. So in one database, I'm considering 10 tables are present, and these 10 tables are connected with each other with primary key, or you can say foreign key. That means the relationship is maintained, and we have to fetch the data from those tables. So every time go with the local machine, fetch the data, create one new table, and then upload to the Power BI, then visualize that. It is not a good solution, because every time you have to work with your local machine, then prepare the data, upload data to the Power BI, and find out the solution. It's not a good thing. Okay, for that purpose, this Power Query, that means inbuilt SQL query is available. That means you can upload those 10, 20, how many tables you have. Then you can make the connection with the help of SQL query. That means you can make the joins, you can do the filtering with the help of SQL query. You can do the integration of two or more than two tables also. So all these things are possible with the help of Power Query. So Power Query is one of the feature available in Power BI. Then Power Pivot, pivot table. As we know that pivot table is nothing but summarization of the whole data in appropriate way. So for example, we can create a pivot table in Excel sheet also. So if we have the Excel sheet having number of rows and number of columns, then we can create a pivot as per our requirement. So for example, if we have the 50 columns and we have 1 lakh records and we have to summarize this, so we can go with the pivot option. So for example, I have to display the region wise cells. So it will display something like this: region and number of cells, east region, west region, south region, north region, and number of cells. Now here, if you observe, initially we have the 50 columns and 1 lakh records, but now these are going to represent something like this. That is pivot table, summary type of table, you can say that. Then it have the power view. Power view in the sense of you can view that, go a bit deeper way. So for example, if I have the hierarchy, so for example, I have the hierarchy something like this: country, then I have below the country, I have the state, and I have city. As we know that in one country, number of states are present, in one state, number of cities are present. So we can visualize the data country wise. So for example, let me show you this. I'm showing this country-wide cells. So country India, number of cells this, country China, number of cells this, country Australia, number of cells, something like this. But I have to go with state-wise. So Power BI provides you one solution called as a Power View. Just you have to click on that. So you will look into state-wise information, something like this. For India, you will able to see state-wise, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, something like that. If you click on the China, you will able to see the state-wise Beijing, like that. Okay. If you click on the Australia, you will able to see state-wise, Sydney, Melbourne, like that. Okay, that means we can go with the Power View. We can see the depth analysis. We can go with something drilling type of things. That means we can go a bit deeper. Then also it have the Power Map capability. We can create a map. That means we can show the location where that particular state is located. If we consider the India map, we can show the particular state where it is located. For example, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, something like that. Then we can create a data catalog also. That means we can create a categories of the data. We can represent that data with respect to that catalog also. Then data management gateway is present. That means who is able to access the data. When we have to provide the security, we can provide the security to that data through the gateway also. Again, Power BI question answering is present. As in previous slide, we seen that natural language processing. Just you ask question, can you create one bar chart for me for this particular 2 columns? Definitely it will create. So just like a Jane AI type. For example, what I can say, we ask the question to the Chat GPT or Copilot, how it is going to create the response. Likewise, Power BI is going to create the visual for that, and different Power BI services are available. So these are some features with respect to Power BI. We are going to see one by one at the time of experimentation or at the time of demonstration. I will show you. Now, let us try to explore this Power BI in bit deeper way. So as I mentioned, Power BI is the business intelligence tool, BI tool, which follows these steps as we seen. Do the data collection possible with the help of Power BI, data transformation, data modeling, data visualization, and whatever the dashboards or reports are created, we can publish those dashboards and reports. So it is called as a business intelligence. It's not just visualizing, but it is going to collect the data, transform the data, do the data modeling, data visualization, and we can publish the reports. So this Power BI is released by Microsoft in September 2013, and 24th July 2015, it is a publicly available version. Now, when we consider the business intelligence tool, in that visualization and all things are present, let us try to understand data analytics life cycle with Power BI. So when we consider the Power BI, it works with the CRISP-DM methodology. CRISP-DM is nothing but cross-industry standard platform for data mining. Data mining in the sense of we are going to dig the data, we are going to mine the data for the purpose of exploration purpose. From this diagram, you will get the idea through this visualization only. First, what we have to do, step number 1, we have to understand the business. So remember, when you create any dashboard, definitely we are going to work with the Power BI dashboard. But when you work with industry, in future, when you will work with the Power BI tool, first try to understand what is the business, what is the problem statement, what the client is facing the problem. So first thing, we have to understand the business very well. In that, you can cover, define the business objective, what the clients are looking for, what is the expectation from the client. Then you can gather required information from where the data is located, from where we have to take the data, whether that client is providing the data on their own, or we have to dig the data from different resources. We have to check that, then determine the appropriate analysis method. Then once you got the idea what the user is expecting, what the client is expecting, you will get the idea which method I can apply to analyze the data. Then clarify the scope of work, So discuss with the client, mention that we are going to create such type of visual, such type of dashboard through which we are going to find out some business answer and identify the deliverables. That means what we are going to provide you. So once you got the idea, what is your final output and which information you are going to provide to the client, then you can try to understand the data. So as client will provide you some credential, that means from this source you can fetch the data, or client will provide you some credential, or client will you directly provide you the data, or client will provide you the web addresses through which you can take the data. So once the data collection is done, then try to identify the data requirements, try to identify the data format, how many columns are present, how many rows or observations are present, whether any null value is present over there or not. Then you can go with the outliers, you can go with any statistical method, find out the distribution of the data. So determine all the data availability and explore data and characteristics. Once this data understanding done, then you can do the data pre-processing or preparation. So what you can do, for example, sometimes we have to take the data from different resources. One data is from website, another data is from databases. So we have to merge that data. So you can do the merging of the data, gather the data from multiple resources. You can clean the data if any null values are present, wrong formats are present, any outliers are present. Clean those outliers, null values and all. Then you can put the data in appropriate format which machine will understand. Then you can do the blending in the sense of you can integrate number of tables together, blend the tables together, so we can find out the more information by making the table combination. And you can see some sample in the sense of whatever the data you created, is the data is good or not, whether the quality data is there, or while the joining is any wrong join happened or not, you will able to see through the sample. Now, once the data is present in clean, good format, then you can apply the exploratory data analysis and modeling. In exploratory data analysis, with the symbol also, you will get the idea. What it's showing, we are going to create some visual, and through those visuals, we are going to find out some meaningful information from that. So we are going to develop some methodology, find out which are the important variables for the business purpose, then build the model and assess the model. Now, how to find out this important variable and that? So for this, we already seen the step number 1. So we have to understand the business, what the user is expecting, and depending upon that, we can select those important variable. There are some ML methods are present. There are some algorithm methods are also present to identify you which variables are so much important. That means feature selection methods are also available. But right now, we will go with how we understand the business. So we can ask the question to the client also, on which roles or on which variables we have to work, and depending upon that we can create the visual. Next is, once the exploratory data analysis, that is visualization and some smart decisions are taken, then you can validate that, evaluate the result, review the process, and determine the next steps. And after that, you can create the visual and presentation, communicate all the results what you obtained with the client, discuss with the client. You can suggest some strategies to improve their business, and find out, also show that why you are specifying these solutions. You have to provide some thorough, what I can say, concrete solution or concrete thing, why you are suggesting that solution, so that client will accept that and they will work with their business. Okay. So such type of things we have to go through when we consider the life cycle of data analyst, and when we have to work with the Power BI or any visualization or business intelligence tool. Now, what are the components of Power BI? As we've seen previously also, Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, Power Map, Power BI services, question answering, data management gateway, and data catalog. Now, Power BI pricing. buying Power BI licenses. Power BI is a free, pro, or premium. So all three versions are available. Power BI free option is available, Power BI pro option is available, and premium option is available. For the demonstration purpose and for your daily use purpose, you can go with the free option. This is author specified. Only thing which you cannot do with the Power BI free is the sharing the reports securely. That means sharing of the reports in through the organization or to the clients is not possible in the free version. Remaining all things you can perform in the free version. Then in Power BI Pro, you can share and collaborate. To access the shared content using Power BI Pro license, one needs to have the Pro license to share and collaborate the results with the users. Then Power BI Premium, scale a large deployment. To access the content shared using Power BI Premium license, we do not need the Power BI Pro license. So if you have the premium, fine, you can scale the data with larger scale. All the features of Power BI Pro are available in premium. So this is the link through which you can see what are the pricing status. So I'm sharing this link with you. In your free time, you can see whatever the things I mentioned, same things are present. Just 1 second. Let me share that link. Yeah. So everyone, for your future reference, you can use that link. Now, next is Power BI architecture. So here in this diagram, you can see how the architecture looks like. First, when we open the Power BI, always we have to connect with the data. You can load the data from your local machine through the servers, through the databases, data warehouses, or through the websites also. You can connect the data. Then you can use the Power BI service. You can do the transformation. You can apply some filters, and then you can create some visuals. So connect, access. Once it is access is done, you can publish the result. And for this publication purpose, we require this Power BI gateways. As we are using the desktop version, this publication is not possible. Power BI gateways are not associated. So what we can do, just we will create a good attractive dashboard. Once you work with organization, once you work with company, they will provide you the credential to share the reports with their pro and premium versions. So this is basic architecture. In simple words, we can say that we have to take the data, do some processing over there, like a transformation, cleaning, and all these things. Then we can create some visuals and we can publish those. So these are some methods or some steps came under the Power BI architecture. Now for this Power BI desktop, what we require. So everyone please ensure that this requirement we must have. We have the Windows users. If you have another, also fine, no problem. Other license status are available. Minimum 4 GB RAM is required. Installation options, you can go with the official website or you can go with the Microsoft Store. Windows 10, Windows Server 12 R2, Windows Server 12, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows Server 16, Windows Server 19, Windows 11. These are associate available through which you can download the Power BI desktop. Microsoft Power BI desktop requires Internet Explorer, and Power BI desktop is available for both 32-bit as well as 64-bit platform. So this is minimum required, not a big requirement to work with the Power BI desktop. So these are supporting OS. Now installation guide, what you can do, you can go with the official website, but no need to worry. I'm going to share you one document through which you can install the Power BI desktop. So you must know about this official website, how to do that. Use the installation guide to download Power BI desktop and installation. Do one time setting, go to the file, options and setting, in options, preview features. Okay, so you will able to see something like this. Let me share you that installation guide. Just allow me 1 minute. In group, I have shared one document, Power BI installation guide. Everyone please download that and try to install Power BI desktop. I have added that document here also. You can check that also. Very simple steps. Go to that website.
So it is the same thing you have shared on a WhatsApp link yesterday
Yes,
or day before.
same one. Yes.
Yeah, we did it.
Already done.
I'm done. I don't know about others.
Have you installed everyone? Power BI desktop.
Yes, sir. Installed from Microsoft Store.
Okay, okay, fine then. No problem. If anyone not yet, please install. Otherwise, we will go ahead. If everyone install the Power BI, please give me the acknowledgement. Let's go ahead then. Please raise your hands, those who installed the Power BI. I received only one response. What about others? You can put it in chat box as a D only. That is also fine. Perfect. I can see only some response. What about others? Ankita, are you done with the installation? Sharad? Okay, great. Fine. I'm sharing my screen again. So once we install and open the Power BI, the desktop version looks like this. You can see some options: file, home, insert, modeling, view, optimize, and help. The view of the Power BI is very much similar to our Excel sheets, because this is again Microsoft product, Microsoft Excel sheets and Microsoft Power BI. This is again both products from the same organization. View is something like this. So in home, you can see many options: get data, that means how you are going to upload the data, Excel workbook, one leg data hub, SQL server. You can enter the data manually also. From you can take the data from Dataverse, recent sources. Then here we can transform the data. That means we can convert the data from one format to another format. Different visuals we can see here, text boxes, more visual, and extreme right hand side you can see some filters, how we can apply the filters, and here how we can load the data. Only this option is will unavailable when we have to work with the desktop version. And here you can see the pane where we can represent the visuals. Now here pages are present, page number 1, 2, 3. With respect to every single page, we can create the visual, we can create the dashboard. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let me jump into the Power BI. But before that, how we can create a report. So connect to the data source. I will show you how we can connect with the data source. If transformation is required, you can do the transformation. In the next session, we will learn about which type of transformation we can do, which type of things we can apply on the raw data. And next is a create visual. So let me jump into the Power BI desktop version. I have this, and for this you required one file. Let me share you that file.
Supposed to do with you simultaneously or later on?
I
What
will
is
show you, then I will give you some time to perform that. Is it fine?
yeah, okay.
So here I shared one file. You please download that financial sample data. Okay. So when we consider the Power BI, when you open any new file, then initially it is untitled. You can make change over there. You can change the name. So for this file, you can make the change, save as, save, something like this. When you have to import or export the data, you can export the data by using this option. Now, next thing, remember when you open the desktop version, we have to make one small change over there. What change we have to do? One time setting, go to the file, options and setting, options. which option we have to select that preview features. So let us make this all available. Question answering, connect, these are. And click on OK. Once you've done that, please let me know. Go to the file, options and setting. In options, preview features. Only one time change we have to do here. Everyone, please do that. And once you're done, let me know. This change you have to do. Go to the file, options and setting, options and preview features. You can enable all these. Thank you. Because of this, we are adding some extra features. Whatever the present over there, we can utilize those features as per our requirement.
हेलो सर ऑल टिक बॉक्स करने का सर
Yes, if you done all, that is also fine, no problem. Let's go ahead. Now in home section, you can see get the data. Now here you can see so many options are available. So as I mentioned, why Power BI is so much popular, because Power BI have such type of options through which you can connect with the data. Here you can see you can connect the data through your local machine. Excel workbook is there. You through the Power BI semantic models, you can load that. Data flows are present, data wars, SQL servers, analytics services, text CSV file from your local machine. You can provide any web address through which you can take the data. O data feed is present, blank query, and many more. If I open this, you can see the list through which you can load the data. File related, you can load the Excel workbook, CSV file, XML file, JSON file. Through the folder, you can load the data, or directly you can load the folder, PDF file, Parquet file, and SharePoint folder also you can upload. If you consider the databases, SQL database, Access database, SQL Server, Oracle, IBM, MySQL, Postgre, Teradata, SAP, Amazon, Impala. Likewise, so many things from so many databases you can load the data. MariaDB is also available, which is good one in the industry. Then you can load the data from Fabric, Power BI semantic model, data flows, data marts, warehouses, lakehouses, KQL databases through the Power Platform like a Dataverse, data flows from the Azure platform, Azure SQL database, Azure blob storages, Azure table storages. You can load the data. Then online services, Dynamics 365, Azure DevOps, Google Analytics, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, GitHub. So from different resources, you can load the data. Okay. So as it have so many options to the load data, so it is a universal one. That means everyone can load the data. There is no restriction. You have to load the data on that particular platform, and then you have to load the data into Power BI. No, from any resources you can load the data. Then here you can see such type of example through which we can load the data. Next is transform the data. That means, as I mentioned, transformation in the sense of we are converting one source into another. That is one data type into another data type as per the requirement. If we need some calculation, we can do the calculations also. If we required any another features, or if we have to add any column, remove any column, so such type of transformation we can do with the help of data transform. Then you can add any new visual. When you have to add any new visual, many options are available. You can add that. So right now let me remove this. Then when you have to add any text box, you can add that. More visuals, so from app sources you can take the visuals. If you have any local visual present in your website, or if any local variable local visual present in your machine, you can load that also. And nowadays one feature is added here, that is Copilot. Uncover the insights in your data with the help of AI. That means load the data, you can directly click on the Copilot, it will display you. That means the analysis of the data with the help of Copilot. In insert option, what you can do, you can insert new page. When you have to add any new page, any new visual, more options, as we've seen, any new visual you can add. You can ask the question to the data. Some key influences you can see. We are going to learn about this key influences, decomposition T, and narrative, how we can use that. Then paginated report, you can create. Power Apps, Power Automate, you can create with the help of that. You can add some shapes, buttons, images, like that. Then you can do the modeling, that is transformation, and all these things you can do. You can add any new table, insert any new table, new parameter. When you have to add into that particular table, you can add that. Then here you can see the visual, how the page should look like, something like that. So all these things we have. When we have to optimize this, we can do the optimization. Okay, now this thing is so much important. One second. Okay, so here you can see the first, second, third, and fourth. On the extreme left hand side, these 4 panes are present, through which we can perform so many things. 1 second. So here you can see this is a report view in which you can show the visual. You are going to create some report, you are going to create some visual. Then second view is a table view in which you are going to load the data. You can do the transformation, convert that data into clean format, and you can refer that. For example, if you have so many tables are present and you have to create a schema for that, you have to create a model for that, you can create a model for that. If model is not existing previously, we can do that model, we can create that model, or we can reshuffle the model as per our requirement. Now, what is mean by model actually? So for example, you are uploaded 10 tables and you have to show the relationship between each table, then you can create such type of schema. Hope you are familiar with the SQL schema. Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Then such type of schema we can create here, so that with the help of one reference, with the help of one primary or foreign key, we can extract the information from another table. So model building is also possible in Power BI. No need to go to your local machine, or no need to go to the MySQL workbench or any type of database related operation tool. Directly you can take this from the Power BI, you can create the model, you can create the schema. And one important thing in the Power BI as compared to other visualization or BI tool, Power BI provides the DAX query. DAX query in the sense of you can write the SQL query, data analyzing query, and through which you can extract the information. So here you can see when I click on the DAX, run DAX queries on your model, whatever the model you created, by combining the number of table. DAX queries are here to help you quickly explore and gain the insights from your semantic data model. Let's get started by right-clicking items in the data pane to generate DAX queries such as top 100 rows when you have to extract and showing the data into that. So such type of things you can perform with the help of DAX queries. Take a tour, you can see here you can write the query. DAX query editor is there. Then here data pane is present. Yeah. So here data pane is present. Here you will able to see the number of tables and corresponding model. You can see here, you can see semantic model. Then you can do some edit if you required, you can do the edit. Now let us go with very simple, as I shared you one data, how to load the data. First check that in which format the data is. So let me open this. Here I shared this financial sample, which is in Excel format. So we are going to load the Excel sheet. So Excel workbook. Let me go to the downloads, Power BI and financial sample. Yeah. So in financial, actually 2 sheets are present. Once you click on that, you will able to see total number of sheets present here. I'm going to load this first sheet, financial, in which you can see these columns are present. So segment column is present, country column is present, product column is present, discount band, units sold, manufacturing price, sale price, gross sales, discount, sales, COGS, profit, date, month number, month name, and year. So you have different options. Below you can see the options. Load option is present, transform data option is present, and cancel option is present. I'm not going to transform this data right now, because in DAX queries, I will show you how you can do the transformation of the data. Just I'm going to load this data. So click on the load option. Now, once you load that, you will able to see such type of one command. And under this data, you will able to see all the columns. So under financials, you will able to see all the columns. Now, which columns are numeric in nature? So in front of those columns, summation sign is present. These are numeric in nature. For those columns, calendar type of things are present. Then it is a date and time format. And those are blank. These are categorical columns. Again, I am repeating, summation sign is present. These are numeric columns. Calendar type of logo is present, date and time format is present, no format is present, blank is present. These columns are categorical in nature. So everyone, please load the data Very simple thing. You can go to the get data, select Excel workbook, load the data. Beside that Excel workbook is there. You can load the data from that, or you can click on the data option, and here also you through which you can load the data. So everyone, please try to upload this data, financials dot xlsx file. Once you're done, you please put one message in chat box as a D. Thank you. Others also, please give me the acknowledgement. Very simple step we have to perform here. We have to upload the data which is present in XLSX format.
Suraj sir,
Yes.
you have given some exercise, yeah?
No, I am providing one step to load the data.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, thank you. I'm able to see something 16, 17 students, but I got only few responses, 7, 8 responses. Others, please respond whether you are able to load the data. Okay. Now, next thing, what we can do here, you can see the option nowadays. As GenAI came into the picture, this Copilot is one of the product from Microsoft and OpenAI, which is actually acts as a generative AI tool and which have a very good features. So when we consider this Copilot, when I click on this, actually it asks for the credentials. Let me put that, just allow me 1 minute. sharing my screen again. So when you have to use the Copilot, you have to use the Microsoft account. Basically, it is a company account. So right now I'm not going to able to access this, but I will tell you how actually it happened. So as we load this data, financial data is present. And when we have to work with this data, what actually happened? So this Copilot will tell you all the data related information. How many rows are present, how many columns are present, what is the use of this first column, sales, what for what purpose it is used, what is mean by this COGS, which countries, unique countries are available, date time related information. That means it is going to explain all the information regarding your data. Also, it will give you some summary type of information, describe type of information of this data. Okay, so these things are possible with the help of Copilot. Okay, but for this you require the login credential, which is organizational one. Now, next is, as I mentioned, how to recognize or how we can see the data, whether it is a numeric format or whether it is a categorical format. So here you can see summation, numeric format, calendar, date and time, and nothing is there means it is a categorical format. Now, how we can create any visual? So here you can see one the option. Either you can go with through this, it's a handy one, new visual, or you can go into the insert. So let me click on this new visual. Now here you can see the visual. By extracting this, you can change the size. By default, it's a showing a bar graph. Okay, now on the x-axis we have to put something, on y-axis we have to put something. So what I will do, I will go with country wise cells. So let me check how many countries are present first. Yeah, so here you can see the information. We have the 5 countries: United States of America, Canada, France, Germany, and Mexico. Now this visual is created. By default, it is a bar graph. We can change this, but let's go with this bar graph first. Now what you can do, you can change this title. How to change this? You have the option in visualization. Okay, now here you can see build visual. You can select the visual as per your choice, but right now let us go with this bar only. On x-axis I'm putting country, on y-axis I'm putting sum of sales. Legend, you can add the legend. Okay, if you have to add any legend, you can add small multiples, tooltip. Okay, cross report in the sense of when I click on any report, it is going to change another report, but right now I will go with this visual only. Now in this option, format your visual, you can visualize the x-axis, sorry, format the x-axis. So you can change the x-axis format. Let me go with this bold, increasing the size, you can see. And let me give some color for that, like this. Okay, similarly you can make the change for the title. I'm putting this Arial black, something bold one, changing the color. You can go with layout, but not required right now. Minimum category width you can increase, you can put, but not required right now. Go in y-axis. So title and all things values are on. Invert range not required, so I'm not going to specify that. For example, you have to show this from 10M to 30M, you can specify that minimum range, maximum range. Values, I'm going to change that, making this bold, color which is like similar, and increasing the size. In title also, you can change this Arial black, any color. Here you can add the slider as per the need. You can change that. You can change the columns, categories, colors and all, or you can add the function. So here, depending upon the rule, you can assign the color. If less than 30, more than this, like that. You can assign any rule, but right now I'm not assigning. Let's go with normal one first, and then we will do some modification. You can create a border to this visual. You can put the color any as per your choice. Give the labels. Let me make this on. Now here you can see, by using this data labels, you can see the actual sum of sale for US 25, Canada 25, France 24, Germany 24, Mexico 21. Either you can show this as a horizontal or you can go with vertical also, as per your choice. So horizontal is good looking here. So I'm putting this as a horizontal. Position, you can specify inside end or outside end, inside center, inside base, something like that. Let me go with inside end. If you have to give any background, you can provide the background also, but right now not required. Let me go to the title. Here you can change the title, sum of sales by country. You can change the title as per your need. I'm increasing bit size of that, making this as a center. You can provide any background color if you need for the title. If you need any subtitle, you can provide that. And for whole visual, you can provide the background color. And let me put this background color, but I'm increasing bit transparency like this. So likewise, you can create a visual. First visual we created here. It's not a dashboard, just visual. That is sum of sales by country. If number of visuals combined together, then it will make one dashboard. So everyone, please try this. Very simple steps. If you stuck anywhere, please let me know. At first try, it will take bit time to search where the options are present, but with practice you will able to create within small amount of time. It's not necessary that you have to make same as it is. You can go with your creative options also, no problem.
So I'm not getting that option of visualization. I'm only getting data and feeders.
Yeah, fine. Can you please share your screen?
Can you see, sir?
No.
I have asked for access to share the screen.
I given the access. Can you please reshare one more time?
Can you?
Now I can see.
Yes.
Okay, click on that visual. No, visual which you created.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you can see one brush on the right hand side.
Okay.
This one on no, not here. Extreme right hand side.
Stream by.
Extreme, below that. Yes,
No?
format.
Okay.
Yeah, through which you can do.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Keshav sir here. Are you
Yes.
there, sir?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So when are we this thing first session when we are concluding?
We'll take a lunch break now.
Lunch break now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to announce that, and then we'll resume the session at 2
2
p.m.
o'clock, na?
Yes, yes.
So shall we close this now?
Yes, yes, fine.
Okay. So students, we will join again post lunch 2 o'clock. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.